Blessed day, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Today in the Hobbit kitchen, I am going to make a cheesy garlic pull-apart, and then later I'll be making manicotti. To start things off, I've made a batch of my milk bread dough. I have done this recipe before a couple months back. You can find the video in my posts. I added garlic, fresh garlic to this, and I've let it rise. Now I'm going to separate it into a bunch of pieces and roll each of them out and make some filling. For the filling, I am going to use 4 tablespoons of softened salted butter, a little bit of chopped basil, dried parsley, and a lot of minced garlic. You want to make sure to use a generous amount of the parsley and garlic. Use as much basil as you like. You don't want to end up using too much and making it taste kind of pesto-y. So I'm going to start by putting the dough onto a floured surface so I can separate it into pieces. Now that I've cut the dough into pieces, I'm going to take each one and roll them out into a disc. Now that each of the dough pieces has been rolled out into a disc, I'm going to put a little bit of the filling in the center of each piece. Here's the filling. Just put a little bit in the center of each piece. Now that each piece has the garlic basil butter filling in the center, I'm just going to put a little sprinkle on top of that of mozzarella cheese on each piece. Now, just going to take each piece and fold it up like a dumpling and then tuck it underneath, keeping all the filling and cheese in the center. So bring it up like this. And then when you have it all together, just flip it over. Give it a little rounding to make it a circle. And that's it. And then put it off to the side and continue rolling. Now that they're all rolled up and filled, I'm going to brush each of them with an egg wash and then put them the way you set up monkey bread into a round pan that I've buttered. While I'm putting the egg wash on the stuffed garlic pieces, I also have the oven preheating to 350. Now that they have the egg wash, it's time to prepare the pan. I'm going to do something a little different today and use a bundt pan. So I'm going to use what's left of the garlic butter, and I'm just going to butter the pan, that way nothing sticks. Now that the pan is fully coated in that nice flavored butter, it's time to toss the pieces in. I am putting them in upside down just so that when I flip this out of the pan after, the seams will be on the plate. Do the first layer and then drop in the next layer right on top. We're going to bake this at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes, about that. Fresh from the Hobbit kitchen, a total disaster. Still going to taste good, but note to self, don't bake it in a bundt pan. I went to flip it out of the bundt so I could brush it with butter, and yeah, half of it flipped out in pull-apart pieces, but hey, look at all that cheesy garlic. This is going to taste great no matter what. But, lesson learned, no more bundt pan for this bread. That's all for now from the Hobbit kitchen, but I'll be back later with the manicotti. I hope you're all having a great day.